Greetings, human beings. I am the Virgin Mary. I, the Virgin Mary. I am recording this video to continue with my sequence of 10 videos in which I am giving you advice to you, human beings who live in the country, the United States of America. This is video number 3. Today's date is December 25 of this year, 2017. My advice in this video is that you, human beings, Catholic, Apostolic, Roman people, must go to the reservations of the natives of the land, on top of which white men invaders and white women invaders built the country they name the United States of America. I have been telling you that in video number 1 and in video number 2. I show you the drawing to remind you, by looking at the drawing, by you looking at the drawing, what I have been telling you. Now, my advice is that you have to leave early. That you have to leave early in the rapture. This is the advice. You have to leave early in the rapture. Because, see, the street is not in such good conditions, but still cars can move easily in that street. See the cars, and over there is more streets. Okay, the streets are in good shape, in good condition, so people can move riding in their cars, riding in cars, in vehicles, easily on the streets. You have to leave before NIBIRU, Planet X, arrives and destroys the streets. Because if you say, I am going to go in the rapture, the way the Virgin Mary says, yes, I am going to go in the rapture. I believe the Virgin Mary. I believe that woman is the Virgin Mary. And I believe and I analyze that she is giving good advice. So I am going to follow her advice. And I am watching and hearing each of her videos in which she is giving advice to get the protection from Yahweh God Almighty on my way to the rapture. During the rapture, I will follow what she says. Well, human being, you have to follow what I say early, when it is still time, when you can move easily on roads, on streets, on freeways, to reach the reservations, of the natives of the land, on top of which white men invaders and white women invaders built the country they named the United States of America. You have to leave early while the roads are still there. Because when Planet X NIBIRU arrives, the roads will be destroyed and you will not even be able to know in what direction you are going and where is the exact location of the native reservations in the middle of such destruction. Another thing that you have to take into very strong consideration is that you have to leave the cities of the United States of America and go to the native reservations while you still have a way of communication, like your cellular, while there is communication, while there is still the service of the internet, while people can still communicate just by grabbing the cellular, pressing buttons, and being able to reach the person you need to contact. Because if you delay and NIBIRU Planet X comes in the middle of such destruction, you will not be able to communicate. The satellites, the artificial satellites that give that are the mean through which the cellulars have the capacity to connect, then you will not be able to communicate with your cellular. You will have your cellular in your hand and it will be of no use. And how are you going to gather your children? Your beautiful children. Those children who need to see where you are and that you are there with them to guide them, to protect them, to help them, to save them. You have to go to the native reservations now that the streets are in good shape and that you have a way to communicate by using your cellular. Also, well, I am not going to add anything more in this video. This is very important. You have to think about that you need to gather your children, gather your loved ones who depend on you. Now that you can gather them and take them to the safety of the native reservations where you will find Catholic, Apostolic, Roman people who have the protection protection of Yahweh God Almighty, because the Catholic Apostolic Roman people, we are the people of Yahweh God Almighty. The Jewish, the Israel people, they are not the people of Yahweh God Almighty. They are not. I am going to end this video here now. I am going to end it showing you the road